She pointed at me, finger right in my face, and said I was being selfish for not letting her cut the line. Me, selfish, because I had the nerve to stand where I was already standing. Okay, so it was my cousin's wedding reception. Beautiful venue, big family, and one of those long food line setups where you grab a plate and work your way down. I had been waiting in that line for maybe 15 minutes. 15 minutes, not complaining, that's just context. I was literally 3 people from the front, plate in hand, starving, when I felt someone elbow into the space beside me. Not behind me, beside me, like she was trying to merge onto a highway. She had 2 kids trailing behind her, maybe 5 and 7, and she had this energy about her. You know the energy. The energy that says she has already decided this situation is going to go her way. She looked me up and down, gave my plate a little glance, and smiled. Not a warm smile. The kind of smile that's actually a warning. So she goes, and I'm quoting her exactly here, "Excuse me, I have small children, so we're going to go ahead of you." Not a question, a statement, just announced it like she was reading from a manual on how the world works. I smiled back, kept it polite, and said, "Oh, there are kids behind me in line too, actually. But the end of the line is back there, I'm sure it'll move fast." She blinked, like I'd said something in another language. "No, you don't understand," she said. "My children are hungry right now, they can't wait like adults can." And okay, I get it, kids get cranky, I'm not a monster. So I said genuinely, "There are some bread items right at the start of the table, I don't mind if they grab those while you wait." I even gestured to them. Fair outright, reasonable offer. She looked at the bread items like I'd suggested her children eat off the floor. "They need a full plate, hot food. My son has low blood sugar." I mean, okay, I'm not a doctor, but I'm also not the person who failed to feed him before a wedding reception. I held my ground and said, as nicely as I could manage, "I'm really sorry, but I've been waiting here a while. You're welcome to find a spot at the back." And that is when she shifted gears entirely. "I can't believe this," she said, loud enough that the people around us started looking over. "I cannot believe a grown woman is refusing to help 2 little children. What is wrong with you?" And that was it for me being nice. I turned to face her fully, not aggressive, just done, and I said, "Ma'am, I've offered you 2 solutions. Neither one worked for you, I'm not moving." She went full volume, like the whole room volume. "This is unbelievable, you are ruining my children's experience. They are children, what kind of person does this? You should be ashamed of yourself, you selfish little." And she kept going. I'm not going to repeat all of it because honestly, some of it was just word salad at that point. But people were staring. Kids at nearby tables were staring. The DJ had not noticed yet, but give it 30 seconds. I let her finish. I actually waited. And then I said, "And yeah, I know this wasn't strictly necessary, but I meant every word. You've been rude to me in front of your children for 5 minutes. I think they're learning a lot today, just not what you think." Her face, I don't have a word for the face she made. The venue manager had been working the room and he walked over fast. One of the catering staff had flagged him. He was polite, but he wasn't soft about it. He asked her, in front of everyone still watching, if she needed assistance finding the end of the line, or if he should find her a seat away from the buffet entirely. She started to explain herself and he just didn't engage. He said calmly, clearly, "We have a line system at this event and I need you to respect it. Otherwise, I'll need to ask you to wait until the second seating." Second seating at a wedding, where she'd be the last one eating. She grabbed both her kids by the hand and marched to the back of the line. No apology, not even close. But she was quiet, actually quiet, the whole way. And like 15 people in that line watched her go, and nobody said a word, and that silence was honestly, it was enough. I got my food, it was fine. Chicken was a little dry. But honestly, was I too harsh? That comment about what her kids were learning? Some people are gonna say I should have just moved. Maybe, maybe not. Honestly, though, what would you have done? Comment below.